welcome aboard Marji Bee. As I record this voiceover, it's Wednesday the 8th of April and we are craning in on the 11th. So here's a little update of the work we've been doing over the last few weeks to get Marji Bee ready to get back in the river. Due to flooding on the upper Thames and it's been a bit cold, we haven't managed to get up to Marji Bee in the depth of the winter, but now that things are warming up, we have. And we've found that even though she had a tarp over her decks are green with algae, and the first job we really needed to do to wake her up again was to clean all this off and get her looking nice and shiny again. And I don't know how it happens, but even on the inside, it gets dirty. And that includes a bit of mould on the inside of the canvas. So there's something that we definitely need to sort out before the summer. And on the inside, we had stripped out all of the curtains and the mattresses and put in a number of moisture traps, but it still gets a bit grubby in there, so we gave that a good clean as well. And all of this that I've recorded here happened a week and a half ago, so that's the first real opportunity we've had to get up there and find a bit of nice weather to really get things moving before the summer. And I didn't actually film it, but or I forgot to film it, but after giving her a wash down, I've got a battery powered jet wash and 2 very large tanks of water that I took up there, so we gave her a blast with that as well, and that really brought the decks up nicely. And don't worry about the deck paint coming off here. This is a slow process of us getting it off because I want to go back to the gel coat underneath. So it's not going to look great in the meantime, but without doing a full paint strip, we'll just be chipping away at it. And we even put her new license for 2026 in the windows. And we were back down again on Easter Bank Holiday Monday, a lovely sunny day. We were going to come up on the Saturday, but Storm Dave put paid to that because today is Antifoul Day. And this is the first time I've done this myself, so don't take this as a how-to video, just regard it as a how I did it video. But I do know that the devil's in the detail, and anything that you're doing, it's the preparation that counts, and getting a nice a line along the water line with the masking tape is so important. So I was really careful with getting that all on before we jumped straight in with getting the anti-foul paint on. And with the crane outfield being under the approach path for Fairford Military Air Base, where the US currently has a number of B-1 Lancer and B-52 bombers stationed, you're never too far away from the very serious reality of world events. Whilst seeing a trio of these B-1 Lancer bombers is an amazing sight, it kind of brings everything into perspective and to a degree trivializes what we're up to, because there are far more serious things going on in this world at the moment. the peace and quiet did eventually return, and we continued on with getting the anti-foul paint onto Marji Bee's hull. And it's amazing the difference that it makes. I think it was 3 winters ago that Marji Bee was last out of the water and was anti-fouled, so she definitely needed doing this year. I think next time she comes out, I'm going to have a more organised plan for this, because I think what we probably should be doing is rubbing back the old anti-foul and getting an undercoat on there and really getting her hull looking lovely. But I think we're good with this layer for now.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that.
But as you all probably realise, Petra and I are still very much newbies at this whole boating thing, so any advice or guides as to what we should be doing would be very much appreciated. And before we knew it, the whole of the hull was done. So we left for a couple of hours for it to go off a little bit before then coming back again and giving her another coat, and also moving the props out of the way so that we could paint the area that was underneath them, because we don't want big areas that aren't painted. And what I don't mention enough of in these videos, I think, is that what is so lovely about our whole boating adventure is that it is very much a joint effort. We both get absolutely immersed in all things boaty, which keeps us both very happy. And now for the moment of truth, the big reveal. Is there a clean line?
Oh, yes.
It makes such a difference having this with a nice clean line along there, and we were so happy with the results. And you'll notice on that corner there's a little chip away of the blue pinstripe, but that pinstripe isn't actually paint. It's blue tape, and I have a roll of it. So whenever I see a little chip away like that that's been rubbed on a bank, I just get a bit of tape out and tidy it up. And here is the finished result. We're so happy. And so, you know, really, she's just about ready to go back in the water. We've got a couple of bits to sort out inside, and obviously get the fenders and lines on, the last few bits, but I think we're good to go. So it's only 4 days now and we're going to be back in the water. And with the Thames currently looking absolutely beautiful and in lovely condition, we're so much looking forward to a summer ahead.